Hello guys. You will have seen that at the beginning of May I went down to Rochester in Kent to attend the Sweeps Festival. In honour of the fact that the Rochester Sweeps is a Victorian tradition, I had every intention of wearing a Victorian style outfit for the day. This included a bustle skirt, which I don't have. Now, rather than make one from scratch, I thought that it would be fun to alter an existing ready-made skirt. So best laid plans and all that, you may have noticed that the outfit I ended up wearing was not Victorian at all. However, the skirt was made and the process was filmed, so I thought I would share it with you anyway, so that maybe you could have a go at doing it yourself. Now, as part of the process, there were a few lessons that I learned. So, if you are going to have a go at this project, there are 4 things you need to consider when selecting your skirt. Number 1. In order to get the best results, the skirt needs to be at least 3 sizes larger than you would normally wear. Number 2. Although the skirt needs to move, you don't want it to stretch. So a nice solid weave, no soft cotton jerseys for this one. Number 3. No elasticated waists. The skirt that you buy needs to have a solid waistband at least 2 inches deep. And lastly, number 4. In order for this to work best, the skirt that you buy should have a side zip rather than a centre back one. Otherwise, it just won't sit properly. I picked up this skirt in a charity shop. It has quite a decent depth of waistband. It is panelled. There are 6 panels, 3 at the front, 3 at the back. The bottom of each seam, the panel actually goes out, gives it a little bit of a flip, which is quite nice. So of course the first thing I have to do is find out how much of that waistband I need to lose. And you will have seen me do this process many times before. Turn it inside out, pinch, pleat, pin. As a general rule, the number of pleats you make in the back of the skirt will be the number of inches you need to remove. So having done the pinch and pleat, it looks like I need to lose 5 inches from the measurement of the waistband. Because I need to reduce the waistband by 5 inches, I'm doing 5 pleats. So I've folded the waistband in half at the back and have pinned 1 inch from the fold. Having sewn the first pleat down, I've now measured out 1.5 inches and marked that point. I'm now going to fold it at that point. So having folded at the marked point, I've now pinned another 1/2 inch out. I will sew this down. I'll then repeat it once more on this side and twice on the other side of the centre pleat. All 5 pleats are now in place. Just to make sure that they sit flat against the skin, I have sewn all of the pleats down, but this is optional. So this is what the back of the skirt looks like now. From the outside, there are the pleats sewn in and sewn down, and there are the pleats in the fabric. Now this skirt is not full length, which is fine because you know I like to layer, and I've got a nice A-line skirt it will sit over the top of. So I am going to swag this exactly the same way as I did the lace skirt. The skirt is now swagged. I've sewn the gather lines in the middle of the outside panel. There's the seam for the centre panel, there's the outside panel, and I've gone, I would say, about halfway up, and I have pulled the fabric very tight. There's no giving that at all. I have run the fabric right the way up. You can see just how tight that is, and I've tied off at the bottom. I am going to run another line of stitching on it just to secure it in place. I don't want it coming adrift as it's being worn. So there were two reasons why I ended up not wearing this skirt for Rochester Sweeps. First of all, I'd got a skirt that was only 2 sizes too big for me, and it wasn't particularly full or gathered, so it didn't sit well over the bustle pad, as you can see from this photograph. So that wasn't a problem. Plan B was that I would wear it as an overskirt without the bustle pad. However, when I woke up on that Sunday morning, it looked as if it was going to be a very hot day, and I thought that 2 layers of skirt was just going to be a little bit too warm and a little bit too uncomfortable. I dare say there will be other events that I can wear it to, so it's not going to languish unloved in the wardrobe. So I hope you find these instructions useful. If you do have any questions or queries, please do leave them down in the comments below. I'm going to have another go at this little project with a more appropriate skirt, perhaps this time a full-length one. There is a companion video to this one which explains how to make a bustle pad, so you might want to check that out. And until I see you again, take care. Bye.